welcome back. Why does it look like I have more Ozark Trail knives than actually Walmart does at this point in time? Well, we're going to get into that. But first, it's been brought to my attention that only 1% of my viewers are actually subscribed. It's free to do, and go ahead and help me out if you wouldn't mind. Let's get some subscribers going on this channel, see how it goes. Alright, Ozark Trails. I think everybody's pretty much familiar with these slide lock, bar lock, axis knives. Let's clear out some of this first so we can get the story going. At first, a while ago, I picked this one up for about, I think it was $7.87. A little Tanto. You know, I showed this in another video. It's a little squishy. It's a cheap knife, but decent deployment. Not a bad blade. Really not part of the rest of this deal, but this is I guess the lowest. I had one cheaper one that was on clearance for $5. I gave that one away. Alright, so originally you had these. Alright, and you were able to walk into a Walmart and buy the orange one. You see this one's been carried, it's a little worn. And it got a little rusty under the logo there. I actually had to clean it off with some mineral oil. It's still a little bit there, but this has been used and carried for, I don't know, probably 8 months, so it's held up pretty well considering all that. The other two, the OD green and the black, so this one's all murdered out. You never seen them in the stores, and I'd watched the website, and when I see them in stock, I'd click on them, and they were shipped to my house, no problem. This one I actually bought in the store, and then for the last year, this will be out of stock, and this one will be in stock. You never know what was going to be around, but it didn't matter. I had the three that I wanted. I had all three colors. Now, I'm never going to do that like with a Hogue USA and get all three colors because they're quite expensive. These are $9.97, the Ozark Trails from Walmart. All right. So then, just recently, maybe a month or so ago, I see on the website a picture of this one with a silver blade. And I like the black thumb studs on there, really cool. And I was like, well, gotta get that one so I have all the variations. So I jumped on the old computer and I ordered the silver blade. I clicked on the picture of the silver blade, and what was sent to my house was the black one. So I call them up and I say, hey, you know, I already have this one. I ordered the silver one. And they said, oh, we're so sorry. You're going to have to reorder it. We can give you a refund. So not only did they give me the refund, they gave me a coupon for like 20 or 25 bucks and refunded the shipping, the tax, and the price of the knife. And they told me, keep this as a gift. And I said, okay. So what I did was I switched one to a lefty pocket clip. I actually have a short video about that, so you can carry one in each back pocket, right and left side. So as per instructed, I'm with the coupon and the money they refunded me and everything. I have no problem going to go order another one, so I do just that. And now at this point, they had changed the icon on the website, and it was actually one that said black, silver and black, OD green, and orange. So that wasn't an option for it. It was just black, OD green, and orange, but it showed a picture of the silver one. So I click on black and silver, and I put the order in, and they sent me another black one. So once again, I have to get involved with them, and I call them, and we're doing the whole thing, and they're so sorry, and they can't understand why they can't get me the silver one. Now, again, you keep the knife as a gift to us because it was our mistake. Thank you. They gave me the refund. They gave me another coupon for less money. So I guess they tracked this. And I guess I got a nice coupon up front because I have a good track record with them. And I've bought a lot of knives. Keep in mind now, they sell a lot of different brands. All right. As a matter of fact, the CRKT that I showed just a few videos ago, I got that on clearance at Walmart, in person, in store, for $27. So I was like, okay. It's nice to let me keep these for free and a refund of my money, but to be quite honest, my time isn't worth $10 an hour. So I'm like, I kind of wrote it off. I'm like, well, I'm never getting that silver one, so forget it. I'm going to move on. So the other day, I'm passing by Walmart, and I really don't like going in there. I really don't. I'm not just being funny. And I figured, let me just go to the case, which is usually pretty empty. The knife case is always empty. I don't know if everything gets stolen quickly or whatnot. But they never have anything in the case. It's always empty. And I always check my local stores to see what's in stock, like the silver one. And all of them say they're out of stock. So I was basically going in to see if there was maybe a Kershaw or something else. I'd rather put my hands on these things instead of just buying knives online. You know what I'm saying? You want to feel it. You want to see what's going on with it. But to my surprise, there was this one sitting right there with the silver blade. And not only that, they had two of them. So not only that, these three have been nameless. They were just the 7.5, see it on this one here, 7.5 inch folding knife, D2 high carbon steel injected handle. That's it. Ozark Trail Outdoor Equipment. There's no name for this knife. But now, it's called the Sonder 7.5 inch knife. So, I'm assuming just the one with the silver blade is a Sonder, or all of these is now the Sonder series. Possibly. Not sure about that. I'm sure we'll see soon enough what's going on with that. Now, these were cool because blacked out frames. So check out these two. These have a good contrast to them. You got the blacked out metal scales in there. You got the blacked out hardware. You got the black blade, and then you got the OD green and orange. That's a good look. Then you had this one, which is very murdered out looking. All right, cool, but you know I wanted to have that variation as well. Now, where they didn't do as well, where they lost me, is this should have a silver pocket clip, silver hardware, and silver liners. All they did was change the blade on this exact one and nothing else. So, like I said, I would have designed this. I like the black studs against the silver. That's fantastic. That's really, really good. But why didn't you put in silver linings and a silver pocket clip and even silver hardware? That would have been the way to go. Now, again, for $9.97, you just can't beat these things. They're fantastic. So, alright. So I figured I'll never get this. Ended up walking and getting one in person, even though the store said it was out of stock. Moving on. Then I figured I saw there's a G10 button lock for $24.95. So I ordered that with some other stuff. And it gets to my house the very next day. It was delivered. And what I get is this. This is the Nimbus 7-inch folding knife. D2. It's actually not bad. I would have never ordered a blue knife. Not my color, but it really is kind of nice with the blue and the silver. It's a nice color blue. Alright, Ozark Trail. Similar blade, but it's a little shorter. Similar cut. This is a 3.5. This is a 3-inch. Does say D2 on there. And very nice as a liner lock. Great action. I messed with it yesterday a little bit. I had to tighten that screw down because it loosened up. Okay, let's put the Nimbus in their box. Same thing on this one. Alright. Now, the other ones I've had for so long, I don't remember which ones I put Loctite in or not. But two things here. Number one, it doesn't say China anymore. Where it says D2, it would say China there. Like on all the other ones, it just says D2 with no China. So they've deleted China from this version. Alright, but it still says the D2 stamp on there. Now, outside of all of that, again, they sent me the wrong knife. Alright. I call them up. I say, hey, this is an $8.97 knife. I think it's under $9, I'm pretty sure. And what I purchased was a $25 knife. So I was a little tiffed off at that point. They said, we're so sorry. Once again, they said, keep the knife. They give me a coupon, they refund the money, the tax, and the shipping, and then the next day, this arrives. This is the Elevation 7.5. You can see the more expensive knives have a nicer box. It's just plain cardboard. So, and to my surprise, finally did I get the correct knife. Now, again, doesn't say China on there. This is a 12C27 steel. From my understanding, is very similar to D2, but they have different corrosion and hardness properties. Pretty much the same kind of steel, but a little variations between them there. And to my surprise, in the picture, I thought that orange piece was plastic. That is aluminum. That is metal. Okay, the scales here are a textured G10, very nice, and oh, look at that, silver linings, just like I hoped they would do on this. Instead, we got the black in there. This would have been a much classier piece if they would have did the silver linings on this one, like I recommended. You listen, somebody at Ozark Trail, you got to shoot me an email. I'll get you guys all straightened out. I'll show you how to make a good looking knife. This is good looking. I like this, but now I don't want to pick it apart here. But now with the orange there, should you have done orange thumb studs? I think Benchmade does something like that. Maybe they're trying not to copy Benchmade. I don't know. Or something else orange on here. I don't know. But hey, listen, this. Now these Ozark Trails are getting more pricey. This is $25 or $24.95 or whatever. But I don't think you can touch a button lock like this for under 40, 45, 50 bucks. Because now this feels more like in the Sencut or the Defcon range of knives for the quality that this is. So, I mean, I don't know if you're going to find a button lock this knife nice for under 25. And with the coupons and everything, I ended up winning all of this anyway. So, you know, I'm not complaining at all. Great knife. Decent, not something I would have ever ordered, but I mean, the action's really good on this. It's got some cool jimping on the back. This thing's kind of cool. I was kind of hating on it when I first opened the box. And when I first opened the bag from the delivery, I saw this cardboard box, and I knew it wasn't this one. So I immediately knew it was the wrong knife. But, oh, and the thumb studs are loose. You hear that rattling? And there's no way to tighten them. And the one that's lower than this one, which was red and black for $5 clearance, had loose thumb studs. And I tried everything to tighten those up, and it just wouldn't happen. They were kind of stripped together, I guess, when it was assembled at the factory. So whatever. There you have it. That's the saga of why I have so many Ozark Trails. The only one I intentionally duplicated was this one. So I bought two of these on purpose. All these other ones were shipped by mistake, including this one. So these were all mistakes that I was told to keep as a free gift for my time. And like I said, I do appreciate that because, you know, my time's worth more than $10 an hour. And I hope yours is too. So good luck and happy shopping. I'll see you on the next one.